You ain't getting any more in there, mate.
That's it.
I don't care.
We're done.
If it ain't in there now, it ain't going with us, because that is technically rammed.
Well, I'm Andy Ward.
I'm Richard Espin, and you're probably wondering here what we're doing. Well, as some of you will be aware, last year we filmed 2.5.
We did.
4 seasons fishing 2.5. We had to do that because France flooded. So that gives a bit of a clue to the viewers where we're going this time. We're going somewhere where Mr. Ward's never been before, and that is anywhere out of the British Isles.
That takes me well out of my comfort zone. I have personally never been abroad in my life, but you know.
All you need is a passport.
Well, here's the passports.
We've got 50-pounders galore waiting for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've got to christen your new reels.
Well, we got 600 miles to do.
Somewhere in the region of 600 miles. Yeah. So it's a fair old trek. We're going to be very close friends by the time we finish this.
Yes. Oh.
But passport, bait, food, tackle, we've got everything.
Yes. So this is going to be our 4 seasons fishing 3, is it?
3. Yeah, 3.
So
let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
We'll
Right.
do our best.
Let's get cracking.
Okay, let's get cracking.
No.
What we
can't go to France without a silly hat. Go on, off you go.
Right, there's a little one after it, and that will tell us where it is. If we can find it. Bonjour! We've made it, and just because French drivers tried to kill us all the way here, but we've made it to Bill's Lake 5. I've been stung by the mozzies, and we're here. We're introducing the newest member to the team, Semp. Mr. Semp.
Another yellow belly like us, and we're all here to try and fool these fish, but I'll be honest with you, we arrived yesterday late on and none of us could stand up. We were that tired, so it was very, for me, basic rigs, chuck them out, get some sleep. And now we're just working out what we're going to do. How are you going to attack it, Mr. Ward?
I think I'm just going to go for zigs and put this heat, because doesn't it turn up? I mean,
hot in it.
As I said to you when we left, this is all totally new to me. But I wasn't prepared for this heat. But you know, we spoke to the bailiff briefly because obviously it was all very low and tired yesterday. All we wanted to do was sleep. In fact, we've still got Sean, who's with us. Yeah, he's on his bed chair.
He's still asleep.
Fast asleep still.
18 hours later, and he's still asleep. But yeah, we all needed it. I certainly did.
So I'm going to tackle it probably by I don't know. I'm just going to talk to the bailiff a bit more today because he's back a bit later and work it out what other people's done and things like that. What's your plans, Mr. Semp?
Well, we've had a walk round, haven't we, and had a bit of a look.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of weed that I think is might be or could be a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Certainly is weedy.
very windy.
It looks thick in places. Have you had a bit of a chuck about?
I've had a bit of a chuck about, and I've actually been out with a boat and had a prod about with an over rod. So and it's deep. It is like I said, we fished France before, but not this particular water, and so it's going to be all new.
Yeah.
You see that one there just come out?
Oh yeah. That was.
Oh, and again, and again.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Right, that's a cue, really, isn't it?
That's a £40 marker float if I
Come on,
ever saw
then.
one. Let's get them out.
Right, let's
do
go
it.
and
All
get
right.
sorted it out.
Right, who's going to tell me? I'll lift, somebody read. Go on. 29 and a half?
You're close to 30.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, well done.
Let's have a look at it. I don't know if the camera's rolling. I think it is. But we're off the mark. Fish number 1. 600 miles. 12 cans of Relentless. An awful lot of wrong turnings. French drivers driving like maniacs. But mirror number 1. What's your name and where do you come from? Let's have a look at you. Ooh. You're a little bit lively. You're more lively than I thought you would be. Come on, up you go. Let's have a look at you. Wow, are you fat? It feels good. It feels good to be off the mark. I was fast asleep. I needed 18 hours, Kip, to get over that drive, but that's the first one. And by God, does it feel heavier than 29 pounds? It really does. Colossal, colossal fish. Lovely dark colours on it. Split dorsal fin, gnarly little wound on its head where it's been pecked by a cormorant years ago. Wow. I'm getting a wet back. It's going over the top of me waders. Mate, that's ace. How dark they are. Right. I think it's about time if everybody's ready. The fish certainly is. Let's let her go. Swim with her mates. Just look at that. Can't stop looking at you, sweetheart. Get in. One of them, right? Yeah. Get in. I'm soaked. I don't care. Right, well, that's not what I wanted while I was tying up a fresh rig for another one, but it means there's fish in the area, it means my rig's working, and it means I've now got to tie another one. Bonjour.
I don't know what the word for disappointment is in French, but I'm not disappointed. Fish are fish. But early morning screamer just after we put that cart back. I was just getting a rig tied up to get back out there, and this colossal, no, you can't even call it colossal, can you? This ridiculous creature, slimy, horrible, smelly things, decided he was fancied a bit of my boilies. But it means the rigs are working, it means the bait was presented, and it means that had he been a carp, this would be a carp in front of us. So I'm happy. And interestingly, he's pooing out bloodworm, same as the carp was, which would suggest that they're feeding on natural stuff on the lake bed, and that gives us a clue as to what we need to be doing next to get our next fish. Let's get it back.
Hello! How you doing?
I wasn't joking when I said you had to wear a suit.
You told me to wear it.
Dearie me.
I hope you haven't come to talk to me about my swim, mate, because I'm absolutely getting beaten up. He's down there though, there's some loads and loads of bubbles, but he's had to come a long way out and it's full of weed. He's coming up very slow. He's probably got a head full of weed now.
I have, yeah. I thought we'd come and have a natter with you. Come and see. I've seen odd fish from where I am, but I'm a fair way from you.
I could almost cry the other night. You wouldn't believe it, but I couldn't believe it. I got it back, but my lead was still attached. Now at this point, I'm up here, and I'm like, you know, and I've got it. I've done it.
Thinking it's done and dusted, and then.
So I'm releasing my clutch, ready to plane it in here, because you know if they're going to go, you ain't going to stop them.
Oh yeah, some big
The
fish.
moment I went like that, poof, lead come.
Oh
no, I was sat there.
Do you think if the lead had come off, you'd have had a better hook hold, maybe?
It would have made a big difference. It would have made a huge difference. But a 3-ounce lead boing in about.
On a long hook link. How long's the hook link?
I think that one was 8. I had another one out of 4, which also I've had one on that as well. But he took the boilie, and this one was a black one. But when I had a look, they're really soft.
Okay.
So again.
So it could be smaller fish pecking at it and ripping it off.
I went
maybe.
back to my goo boilies on it. Now.
Oh, we're away. Middle rod, we're away. Well, I don't believe it.
Is it a bream? Yes, it is.
And is this on the long range rod or the short range?
This is a short one. At least if we get this rig, it's a fish, and it goes to show that my stuff is working. Get in!
Well, that tells you.
Well, that's just buffed my confidence up, because I tell you what, my confidence was so low.
I was sensing.
Oh, I tell you what, mate. The other day I was sat here, I was nearly crying.
A run, and that's a run on camera.
That's a run on camera.
You don't get that very often. What's more important is, this is a French PB for you, so you're going to have to get wet here.
No, I aren't.
Yeah. Get your shoes off. Get in the water with me.
It's a French thing. If you go for that bucket, I'm coming out.
Yeah. Well, we're only soaking.
This is a carp.
If you get a carp, although
I will, and I don't mind getting a soaking if that's the case. But
although bream are part of the cyprinid family, so you should be able to count it. But we need to see the hook hold, because we need to see that your rig is working, which I think it is. Oh, Mr. Ward's going for a swim.
That hook hold is absolutely nailed him, hasn't it? He's back on, he's on.
We'll cut this.
We'll cut this.
We're past debashing. Oh, he's off.
He's off. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, sorry, mate.
It's all right. It's good.
Well, that's proved one thing.
That rig works.
That rig
Lead's
has
ejected.
worked.
Done its job. So if I go from this same, ow. Little b****, he's like pecking at the side of my foot.
Is he still pecking?
Yeah.
Shall I jump in?
He ain't got any teeth. I'm impressed with that, Mr. Ward. Well done.
Now I've...
Congratulations on your first French fish. And we've made history, I believe, with the first run on camera.
Yeah.
Live like that. That was...
Right, okay. Let me go get this. And
I'll try not to drown.
Try not to drown.
Oh,
Fantastic.
ew.
Yeah.
How cool was that? Oh my God, this boat's like on fire.
It's hot. Even my chair couldn't sit in it.
Oh, that is hot, hot, hot. You're not still recording, are you? This is a bit like that bit on the first 4 seasons fishing when you went. You're not still recording, are you? You pea. Do you remember that bit on the Witham?
I do.
It was a fair bit colder than this. Well, good morning. Another one. I'm not sure how big it is. I've not had a proper look at it yet. I only just woke up, middle rod. Managed to find a clear spot. It's taken me ages. There's so much weed in front of me. And I managed to find one clear spot in amongst all this abyss of weed. And on what is a stunning, stunning morning. I won't tell you the name of the swim, but it's a corner and it belongs to... I'll leave it there. But we've got one in the sling, and it's about 5:30, somewhere there in the morning. Been in the sling about 10 minutes. Wow, these sunrises over here are a different thing, completely different. Anyway, I'll get in there with her. We'll have a see how big she goes. We'll get her on the unhooking mat. Let's have a look. Put the drink down. No doubt I'll kick that over when I come back up. Cameraman's going to be saying that the light levels here are mental, but let's have you in. The water is like bath water at home. This place is bizarre. Top tip, if they're doing that. Oh, that's interesting. That's my bait. Coming out the back end. It really is as well. That's a bait called the All Season Mix from Key Bait Solutions. Bit of a plug there for Richard Cox. They get it in, they get it out. They love it. Now I don't know how that looks in this sunshine, but it looks pretty damn beautiful to me. Those scales towards the tail end, just beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna have to put her down now. Oh. So, let's let you go. Typically looking, oh, it's interesting. That is interesting. Somebody's been using purple boilies. Oh my. Wardy is using them purple gooed up pop-ups on his zigs.
I also have two colours of goo. I have a purple one,
yeah,
and the purple one was another one that I lost.
Wardy lost a fish yesterday on a rig, on a zig rig, which is a pop-up up in the water, and it was on a purple pop-up. Now purple's an unusual colour for an angler. Not many people use purple. And this fish has just coughed out a purple pop-up into the sling. Could it be? Could I have caught the fish that Wardy lost yesterday? Steady. Look at the width of this fish. So, we've managed to get hold of Bill, famous for Bill's Lakes.
Right, thank you.
Famous. And tell us a bit about yourself, Bill. How did you get started out here?
Well, we had pub restaurants in the Cotswolds, and we thought a bit too much like hard work, so we thought we'd come and buy a lake and retire in France. And 5 lakes later, we're working our socks off and thinking about selling and buying something else and retiring. But no, that's a joke. No, but initially it was to get away from the rat race and have a different life change. So that's what we do, and it's lovely.
It's lovely.
I really enjoy it.
Really, really nice. Well, as far as I can see, you're doing a good job, because this place is absolutely immaculate.
The new one, Lake
Very,
5.
very nice.
Yeah.
What are you an angler yourself?
I am. Yeah. I started on carp fishing many years ago after coming through roach fishing and the normal stuff on the Trent in Nottingham, and ended up fishing places like Fletcher's with Sean Harrison of fame and fortune, Quest Baits.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Many years ago, and then obviously when you start work you can't fish as much, and then got back into it probably 25 years ago, back onto Chad Lakes, Horseshoe, all the lakes around North Oxfordshire and around there, Midlands and what have you. So yeah, into it as much as I could.
Good.
And then since buying the lakes, I fish even less.
So, I can imagine so, yeah, because I was just about to say, do you find time to fish your own
I
lakes?
book a week on my own lake, can you imagine?
I know, I bet that sounds mad. Do you have to pay yourself?
No.
No, that would be that would be getting silly, really.
Don't tell the taxman, though, will you? No. But we always have the first week in November on Lake 1. And we have a bonfire and fireworks, and normally catch good fish in November as well.
Brilliant.
It's not quite so hot
we may
as
need
it is
to
today.
Think about that, because this is what temperature have we got
with
today?
39 at the moment.
Oh,
that's
wow.
shade temperature, so you're probably 42 standing here doing this interview.
Wearing black, which was a good idea. Thank you to the cameraman. Thank you for that. These guys like setting me up for a fall. But so stock-wise, we're looking out at
1.7 tonne.
1.7
of new carp, all documented. It's all gone in on Facebook on the Bill's Lake France page.
Yeah.
I did try opening a page on Bill's Lake, but the blog site where you can all join if you apply to is Bill's Lake France, and all the films, the video footage, pictures of the stocking for this lake and Lake 4 all went on there.
Oh, fantastic.
We've got the lads over from England to help with the stocking.
What we'll do is we'll get a link to the description. It'll be in the description of this video, so we'll pop a link to those videos.
Sure, no problem.
So people can have a look. Going on to anglers coming as we've done, we've come from Lincoln, so a fair old trek. What do people expect? Is there anything different they need to bring with them to fish here? That
just generally to deal with bigger fish. I mean, we've got grass carp here on the 5 lakes that'll push 61, 62 pounds. These fish are probably 1 metre 30, or in old money, Brexit terms, you're looking at nigh on 4 foot.
Yeah.
So the normal unhooking mats that you use in the UK, that I used to use as well, to catch a 20 pound, 30 pound fish if I was lucky, are just not capable of
holding it,
of accessing that. But nowadays, I mean, I'm talking a long while ago when I fished in England, but nowadays most of the guys have got adequate gear to deal with bigger fish. The slings that are produced now are big enough.
Yeah, they cope with them.
And as long as your scales, I always think if you fish in a lake that's got fish to 70 pounds plus, your scales should be able to deal with 70 pound plus.
Agreed.
And that's a bigger problem. A lot of people have big fish and go, well, it was 60 bill. 60 what? Oh, well, it bottomed the scales out at 60.
Could be 90.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Could be anything, couldn't it?
Such a shame. Such a shame.
It is.
But anyway,
I mean, I noticed a couple of the pegs have got some of the big avid carp cradles in.
Yeah, all the double pegs, we try and put an avid carp cradle on.
Yeah.
On the older lakes, we've got tripods on every double swim.
Oh, brilliant.
We've got some hangman's style
like weighing crooks, are they?
Weighing crooks that are going in on the new lakes.
Ah, they're a good idea.
Yeah, they've not gone in yet. They were made for us by one of the work party guys. Sam, he's a welder, so that was his contribution to the lakes, which was lovely. And then they'll have their own crushed wood.
Ah, sort of soft area for,
as well as the cradle, just in case.
Yeah,
just in case.
Brilliant. So the facilities here are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I
mean, we're in the middle of the countryside, so we try and get as much as you can. You've got electric on your swims in a form of a battery box, USBs, cigarette lighter sockets, and then on each of the main lakes there's a a charging station next to the shower units with 3-pin plugs, etc. But again, it was purely for your 3-pin plugs for charging bait boat batteries and things like that. It's not for plugging your electric kettles or microwaves or I don't think that's carp fishing, but
it's not easy. No.
Some people like it. Some people like electrical hookups on their swim, but
I come fishing to get away from all that world. You know, I don't want a telly while I'm here. Don't need that sort of thing.
A lot do.
I hooked something, not last night, the night before, that I couldn't do anything with. This thing went like the train, and I never made any headway on it. I'm assuming there's some big cats in here.
There are, yeah. We've had 2 or 3 big cats out, a few small ones. It's not infested with cats at all, which is great, because some lakes I find have got too many in. They're great for cleaning up bait and regulating the water, making sure it's still a good quality, and I think the cats in here will do 100 plus. 100 plus. The biggest we've had out's 1.75 m, so you're looking at 5 foot, and normally a cat of 5-6 foot is £100. That's what we've been told by a catfish conservation angler that we had.
That would make sense.
And they go well, don't they?
Yeah, just a bit. It just went and went and went and went and went, and I stood thinking any minute now this is going to stop, and it didn't, and then it went again, and then it stopped, and I thought, oh, finally we're going to get it to turn round. So just put a little bit of pressure on it, and it went again, and it went again, and again, and then my size 4 Raptor opened out.
You see,
well, so I've never straightened one of those hooks in my life. So whatever that was
but
something special.
With the lakes being new in the first season, and we're only in mid-June, it's still going to throw up lots of surprises.
I'll bet.
You know, there's still original fish in here that I think haven't been caught. There are rumours that before we bought the lake, French anglers had had a 28.5 kilo, which is 61 something, out, a mirror that was returned to the water. Since that time, it hasn't flooded. It hasn't, you know, so we haven't lost fish into the river, and so theoretically it's still in the lake. You know?
We've seen some very, very, very big fish. They're probably topped out in the high 40s.
Yeah,
we bought proper nice fish.
We bought from fish farmers approximately for this lake in the west of France. There's a fish farmer called Bigot, one of the biggest fish farmers in western France, with 340 hectares of lakes he can net. We bought around 40 fish that will be over 18 kilos, over 40 pounds, and quality fish, lovely fish.
They're lovely. The fish we've had have been absolutely pristine, immaculate looking, fighting like nothing else. Yes. I mean, I presume that's down to it's clear water, there's a bit of weed, there's a bit of...
At the moment,
gives them a bit of...
They seem to be really hanging on under the rod tips. You seem to get them in quite easily, and then it's a real battle. I fished a couple of weeks ago on Lake 3. I was lucky enough to be able to get on, and I think I had 10 fish, and it was just amazing to have a fish fight like that. You get it into the net and it was 24, you know, and you think, oh, amazing, amazing. But the tails are huge, the pec fins are huge, and they just hang on.
Yeah, everything I've had's just gone backwards and forwards under the rod tips, and I've had to get a soak in for every single one. I've had to go in,
such a shame,
go for a swim, which is...
Richard, that's such a shame.
It's nice. Well, anyway, Bill, thank you for taking the time out to speak to us.
That's a pleasure.
And we look forward to visiting you again soon.
More than welcome.
More than likely, probably try one of the other lakes next time round and maybe do a video on that.
Yeah, cool. Great. Thanks very much indeed.
Thanks for your time.
Cheers. Thanks. Cheers.
Joining me, I don't know what day it is, might as well have a sundial over here. I've lost track of everybody else. I ain't seen another human being for I don't know how long, but I'm trying something. The fish are showing over my right shoulder on the far bank, close to the trees. It's too far realistically to cast, and the line lay would be absolutely terrible over the top of the weed. The weed is savage. So what I've done is I've set up what we call a washing line, and this is a bit sneaky. It's a little bit old school. There's a lot of people don't understand it, and it's not that difficult. Basically, the basic concept is I've walked my rod, I've walked the rig round the bank, leaving the rod here. I've pushed a bank stick in near to the spot that I'm going to fish. I've pulled the line tight between me and the bank stick and pushed a loop of line through the elastic band that is attached to the bank stick, and then I've rammed some twigs in the loop so that what I have is tight line between the rod tip, you can see it buckled round, doubled over, all the way to the bank stick. The line's out of the water. At the other end, where I need the line to be slack for presentation so that the fish don't spook, I've slackened the line off and placed the rig by hand with probably 30 boilies around it, setting little traps. My other fish have come from fairly heavy baiting, and I'm carrying that on with the middle rod and the left rod, but this right hand rod has been doing nothing all week and I've struggled to find somewhere to put it. Wandering down the bank with Mr. Ward earlier trying to do a bit of stalking, and we found a group of fish, and some of them were big, real big, and they were milling about down that tree line quite happy because nobody could get a rig to them until I did this. So fingers crossed. If you want to know how to do it, oh wow, that's not far off the middle rod. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but if you want to know how to do it, there is a link in the description underneath this video and to my own YouTube channel that will tell you, I can't remember what episode it is of the quest, where I go into a little bit more detail and I video the process, so feel free to subscribe to that one. Otherwise it's good night for me because I need some kip. Fingers crossed that one there does the do. When the fish takes it, it'll snap the twigs and I'll be in direct contact with it from this end. Fingers crossed. Right. Oh wow. I'm blind, I can't see, I'm hoping the camera can see. Oh wow. It's a cliche, you watch these fishing programs and everybody goes, I'm buzzing with that one, and it annoys me that they say it, but I am buzzing with this one. I've worked hard for it. This came on the washing line. I spoke about it on camera when we did it. I said I was taking a gamble trying it, and this great big wheel of cheese wanted my solid PVA bag that we talked about in conjunction with, oh god, ow, 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 just got nipped. Let's put you in there for a look later. I'm gonna have to check with my cameraman what we said it was, but I'm pretty sure it was 33.10 on the scales. Wow. Blow the weed off you. It tells the story. Washing line down the far bank, found the fish, tiny little trap. Wow, I'm just going to put her down and give her a rinse off. I'm blinding the camera, I'll turn this off for a second. I think it was the A-team that said, I love it when a good plan comes together. And this, every fish I've caught on this trip, I've done something different. I've changed my approach to catch it. They're making me work. This is hard fishing, and this is the reward if you're willing to try new things. Buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Sweetheart, you look every bit of 33 pound, and I would say you look even bigger. I'm scared. I'll check my scales. That's it, you get your breath back, sweetheart. I don't want to let you go. I don't normally do this, but you're a PB for this trip, sweetheart, so go on, off you go. Mate, I'm soaked. Don't give a f. I'll pull it over.
Need a celebratory BBC radio.
BBC Radio 1. Here we have my friend Colin. Colin is a crayfish and he lives in the lake. He's not even supposed to be there. I think he's a bit of a d***, really, but never mind. Oh look. Oh, just go across here and bite some other person, yeah. Just merrily going around slamming your claws into people. What purpose do you serve? Do you know the Frenchies would eat you? Realistically, we should boil you up, but I haven't got the heart to do it. You're like a friggin' alien, isn't he? Morning, Mr. Ward.
Hello.
I've come for a chat.
Oh yeah. Well, all right. Okay.
Yes.
What's the word?
Oh, this bed chair's too low to the ground.
It is low,
It's
isn't
far
it?
too low to the ground.
How are we doing?
I'm alright, I'm not going to be able to get back off this because it's a bit
low,
comfy.
isn't it? Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm still getting beat up, Rick. But
These bream are
I'm
hitting you.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of action on the bream, hoping that you know, eventually we're going to get something a little bit bigger in there. What was you up to last night then?
It's my secret.
Well, you had a carp, didn't you?
I did. I had what looked
I
like,
thought you had a carp.
when we first got it in the net, it looked every bit of 40 pound. It was huge. It was absolutely huge, but it had spawned out and was a bit hollow.
Right.
And it was down in weight a bit, but
Okay.
stunning fish. I actually think, and I don't know how you feel about your left rod, because I notice your right hand rod, your right two are doing bream, but your left hand one isn't doing a lot.
It's in the zig, and when I first come it was working, and now it's just there's nothing happening with it.
We might be able to get you into the spot, well, a spot that's in front of you, by winching it across. This is a bit...
A winch?
Yeah.
What's this then?
It's a bit...
Never heard of that one.
It's another one of my secrets I'm giving
Okay.
up. But what we'll have to do,
Okay.
we might have to try and get it on film, but I'll chuck a marker float out from the spot over there.
Right.
Then you're going to stand on this bank.
All right. We're off for a winch.
And deliberately tangle up with the marker float.
Okay.
Then I'm going to reel in and you're going to pay off line.
This is a catfish. Look at this. Can't stop it.
So I'm
Right.
winching your rig over to the far bank.
Nah, not really. Just kidding. It's actually tied to him over there. We're going to put this back on the rod rest, and he's going to hook me up with a bait on the far side that's just under the tree. So just at the minute we're trying to get my line back across there. So it'll be interesting if it goes, because there's no way I'm going to be able to get it back. It's going to be a simple case of jump in the boat and get out there and see if I can get it like that. But it's last night and it's our last ditched attempt to get me hooked up into one of these big French Bill Lake 5 carp. So, well, you lead the way, fella, and
Okay, I'll go around and
I'll follow your lead.
let's do some tangling.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Righto. Oh, I'm the tiger.
It's not easy to get out of this. It's like a bloody
Would you
hammock.
like
See me bloody leg?
Oh, mate.
They've absolutely mullered me. Oh, we're still filming, aren't we? That managed to be the key word for this entire programme. Wow. Because I seem to have said it a lot. Ready for rumble. This might shock this one, right? You're heavier than you look. Oh yeah. Oh god. 30. 34. Bang on 34. A beautiful, beautiful 34 pound common carp. I'm not going to say I'm buzzing because I've already said that, but I am going to say I'm happy because that is beautiful. I wanted a common, and the gods have graced one into my net. You're heavy, you really are heavy. Big fat French carp, and is he fat? I'll do the old Chris Yates guitar pose. He's a big fat wide fish. This ain't half cooling my sunburn down. We've been burnt, we've been bitten, we've been everything. Everything that could happen to us has happened to us. But I've had a fantastic week. I've ridden my luck a little bit up here. The fish were here. Right, let's spin you around, sweetheart. Oh, no, you don't want to go that way. No, you don't. That's better. Oh, that's good. Breath back a bit like me, I think. Those scales, absolutely stunning. I think it's about 7 o'clock, somewhere there. My alarm clock's supposed to be going off to tell me to get up, pack the rods in and go around the other swims and pick the lads up because we need to be on the ferry 4 hours time. And we've got to get to the supermarket, so where your face from. Tangled up in the weed, aren't we? That's the problem. Tangled up in the weed. You've got weed on your face, so you don't want to swim away. That's better. Kick it out there. I can't soak myself because I need this shirt clean because we're going on the ferry, but gifted! Happy with that. When I said I needed to be on the boat in 4 hours, I didn't mean this one. But Wardy's gone for a shower. And as is the way when Wardy goes for a shower, he gets a run. Weeded us up thick, so I'm going out to it. Wardy! Wardy! Your fish, because I don't want it. Smelly, horrible thing. Nah, they're all God's creatures, aren't they? Don't worry about me, mate. You just deal with the fish. Soaking on the last day. 350, mate.
If I can't get the 50, I've got. Well, that'll do.
That'll do.
What, even at this time of day? Cheeky b****s.
I hope there's loads to do up here. For that price, up north where I'm from, you get into theme park for them. And they'd give you a complimentary ice.
Just ask them if they've got ice cream up here, because we're not going up.
Hey up, buddy.
So we've made it. This is Bill's Lake 5. What do you think, Wardy?
It's a bit big. I
It's a bit big.
I'll be able to handle that.
I've just seen one Bosch at about 400 yards out. We'll be
Right,
fine,
we
we'll
should
be
be
fine.
okay. We might be able to reach that.
We've made it home. We're back on Blighty. We've still got a fair old way of the journey to go, but we've got you in and out of a foreign country without either getting arrested or dying.
Yeah, well, that's always a bonus.
We did well. I thought you were just going to implode once we got you abroad, but have you enjoyed yourself?
I loved it.
It's been good.
I have absolutely loved it. The whole thing.
It's been brilliant.
From
hasn't it?
setting off, you know, this is all new to me. This everything. It's just been brilliant. The
has been
fishing has been hard, but
Yeah.
we've done it.
It has. I
We've
mean,
done it.
there were 4 of us. We've had Semp and Sean.
yeah.
We need to mention them because unfortunately they didn't catch anything.
No.
And this is why we're on the White Cliffs of Dover, because they went that way. We're hoping they're going to come back soon. But yeah, it's been hard. It has been tough.
It's been hard.
We've all struggled. We've all had to work hard for our fish. We've caught a few fish. We've had a good time.
But it's been enjoyable. Every bit of it. Isn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's been brilliant. The food.
The food is
exquisite.
Oh,
isn't it?
the food is unbelievable. We've been round a big. What do you call it? A big. It's not.
Well,
It's not co-op,
it's,
is it?
It's bigger than a supermarket, a hypermarket.
A hypermarket.
One of the
Wow.
biggest in
You
Europe.
you need a push bike to get to one end to the other.
It is.
It's just unbelievable.
It's a different world, isn't
it's
it?
like the cheeses.
The whole aisles and aisles and aisles of the
Oh,
stuff.
mate,
It's just.
it's unbelievable. What a fantastic week. Fantastic.
It's been
I've
good.
loved it.
We got through all the process. We've now got to get used to driving on the right side of the left side of the road. Left side of the road.
Would we do it again?
Oh, excellent! Yeah, definitely.
Same lake?
Yeah,
I
would
would.
probably. Yeah, the weed's been a problem, but Bill's making waves to get rid of the weed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think next time round, I would like to do it again. I think the fishing will be a lot easier
Yeah.
without the weed. We've all lost fish in weed. It's made it taxing.
For me, it's been a big learning curve. A big learning curve. I mean, I've had carp on I should have had.
Yeah.
But we started to get the bream, and as you know, if we're in a clear spot in weed and bream's coming in, we've got the chance, haven't we?
Yeah. I mean, we've had ample chances. We've had fish in front of us at different points of the week.
Yeah.
In times where
Yes.
I mean, we've got to mention the temperature. I think that's made a big part in how hard things
We
have
was
been.
up against it.
were.
We got spawning, we got heat.
What did Bill say we had?
34 to 37.
Yeah, and then 30, getting up towards
Weed.
38. Heavy weed as well.
Your spot was pretty thick.
Mine was like that, everywhere. It was just like that, and you couldn't find clear areas in it. You had to
very
just
hard.
punch
You're looking at
solid bags into it.
probably bin lid sizes of gravel.
At the most.
In 8 acres of water. So you know,
It's been good.
no excuse. We've enjoyed it. And we have
Oh,
caught
I've loved
fish.
every minute
We
of
have
it.
caught fish.
Loved every minute of it. It's been an
I'd
adventure.
just like to thank Jason, by the way, for the t-shirts, the clothing, the hooks. It's all helped us.
I've got to thank you. Crazy Tiger.
yes.
We discovered this while we were over in
Yes.
France. It's banned in the UK because of all the ingredients that are in it. And
But we didn't mind, did we?
we absolutely loved it. It's kept me going.
Yes, brilliant stuff. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
I suppose we should finish, if we're going to finish, by talking about you're going to give me a high and a low, and I'm going to give you a high and a low. What's your high for the week?
The high.
Your high
Actually getting runs off a cart was pretty good. The food, unbelievable.
point. Low point.
Just making too many stupid rookie mistakes
It happens, mate.
with cart. But I ain't going to complain. I've loved every minute of it. I really have. It's been unbelievable. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. If you've never done it, get on the internet
Get on Bill's Lake 5 website. In fact, get on Facebook and hit Bill up, because I don't know if he comes across in the interview, but he's sound, and he wants you to catch fish, which is unusual from a bailiff in France. I'll be honest, I've fished a few waters, and they don't all want you to catch
his
fish.
His amenities as well. You can charge your phone.
Everything there, everything there.
So everything's
there. The shower there's better than my shower at home. So you know, and it needed to be cold. I don't know what I'm thinking. Highs and lows. I'm trying to think what mine are. High point has got to be shouting at the cameraman to help me, because I couldn't get a fish in the net because it was that big. I was like, I can't get it in the net. Pull it, pull it. We were struggling. We were having a right giggle. Low point for me has got to be. I've got to mention it. I hooked something that made a
you
noise
might
like
as well
that
have
ferry.
tied it to the back of that ferry.
I might as well have done. I was now when I look at it, I was probably never going to land it, but at the time I threw the rod on the floor, I punched the van, I really lost my head, because I was at that point I'm thinking to myself, that was the fish, that was the fish, that was the fish. As it happens, I've caught a few since, but
what a buzz though.
There's always one to get away, and next time round I will be gunned up for it. I'll be gunned up for it.
Well, that's nearly the end of us then. Our 4 seasons fishing 3.
Yeah, I hope everybody's enjoyed it. We've enjoyed making it.
Loved it.
I think Bill's enjoyed having us over there. He's told us some hilarious stories. If you go over there, if you do
ask
get
him
chatting
for his
to him,
stories.
ask about some of the stories, especially about the chap bags of ice and the hot water bottle.
Yeah, can I just mention that you really ought to take some
Mozzie repellent. Oh wow!
I think he's got measles.
Oh, I look like I've got chicken pox. You don't want to see my legs. Honestly, it's
been brilliant. Been brilliant. Let's
days.
get off home, mate.
Let's get back
another
transit.
Another 4.5 hours driving.
Got the M25 to do. Yeah.
Oh,
let's get gone.
Welcome to England. See ya.